Silo Dimba with Nzuz'Enhle Mkhabela.
Hello.
Why you say it like that?
Because I am still in work mode.
Nzuz'Enhle Mkhabela.
Hi.
How's it?
We finally got Zisto here.
Yes.
Bottle and pizza together in here.
And weeks of asking.
And weeks.
I'm a busy girl.
I mean, I'm surprised we even got you with your new promotion.
Yeah, man.
You know, I always make time for y'all. Every now and then, it's just upu. Just check coast, I know. But you do know that.
Now.
Whatever. How you doing?
Thanks.
Yeah.
I think it was ICC for me.
Oh, yeah.
Getting that Kenyan bag.
Kenyan
Hey.
Yeah, so I'm silent deal. I fumbled a little bit, but
Zisto's actually our business partner.
I fumbled a little bit.
Our occasional business partner.
Sure.
She sports some of the stuff. It's all her money.
Of course.
Yeah, well,
That's right. That is right.
I mean, like this cable.
Yeah, because
Where's that other mic? I want that mic. I need it. It's like, can you loan me the mic?
Pume.
Since we were saying shit.
Catch it swine.
Yeah, I mean, we work closely with Zisto and Hope. How's Hope? We haven't
Hope is
seen
great.
her. We love you, Hope. Come to our podcast, Hope.
The other day. Busy Hope. Hope is busy.
Hope. One thing we're creating content with Hope. Next thing, Hope disappears for 2 weeks and becomes a movie star.
Yeah.
Like 2 movies back to back. What the fuck?
Like, when
Hope?
did you? Why didn't you? She's like that. She moves in silence, like lasagna.
Look, because I'm calling her out.
You really think?
No,
she's-
I just wanted to say Fam Juju.
No,
I just wanted
But
to-
you might go so fam juju. They just do that. They just
No, I just wanted to call Hope a Fam Juju
why?
publicly. 'Cause
Why?
It's my thing. It's our personal joke with her. I'm doing it publicly.
She's like, Sina's so mean to me. Are you sure she's?
I always tell her I'm mean to everybody.
Yeah.
She mustn't feel special.
Wow. No, she's good though. She's good. She's doing her thing. She is busy.
She's fucking busy.
So she's good.
Fucking, we love to see it, Hope.
I'll tell her.
We
you
just
guys
hope
said
you
what's
buy
up.
us food when you come to Durban in your spare time. Thank you very much.
Ngimkolete jackets, mina so.
When that's your own personal. That's your own
Shaka
personal.
She left a jacket at the radio thing, so like it's been with me since.
Oh, do you like-
No, actually it was with
okay.
Tiny, and then Tiny just gave it back to me, and I'm glad.
She doesn't need it. She's a celebrity.
No,
Donate it.
No.
I say donate.
We'll auction it off.
Wow, you guys.
I mean, that's not a bad.
We'll give proceeds
Yeah.
to charity. Some proceeds.
Yeah.
to charity.
We could literally use her Instagram page as like the advertising for the auction.
Wow. Hope they're trying to. Girl, you better get your jacket. Because these motherfuckers. Anyway.
Otherwise, did you work out today? You're
Of
like
course,
heavy, like workout vibes.
Not all the time, but I think it's important to just keep your mind right and your
Important
body
to
right.
shoot when you do workouts.
Of course, because
Why
you know,
do you?
because you know what it is. For me, I used to just take eat home, you know, because I want to see the difference in my agility, in my. It really was about that initially, and then along came Instagram. Like, hey, I can use this as content, you know.
So you were gymming before Instagram? is what you
Yeah, I've been gymming when I couldn't muscle and fitness. You understand?
Yeah, I
said?
do.
Or the age?
No, I was just.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm 35. I ain't ashamed of that.
Oh, cougars in the house.
I ain't ashamed of that.
Certified
Yes,
confirmation. She's
certified.
35.
So let me tell you about my fitness journey.
Going once, going twice.
I just didn't
35.
listen. Oh wow.
You're disgusting.
Being an asshole.
I can't.
You ruining it.
Back to me. So I just didn't have a trainer. And I think when you
Sure.
don't know how you're doing what you're doing, you will do it forever and not get anywhere. So as soon as I had a trainer, everything was like, okay, I actually like
Who's
this.
the who's your trainer?
Some guy called Brian.
And when
Is he
did you
good?
start? Except as a 9.
About a year now.
Okay.
Ukraine.
So before this time, you've just been doing it by yourself?
No, I had another trainer. But then he became a friend of mine. But then he became a little bitch ass. And I was like,
I'm stronger than you. Got my abs than you.
I was like, nah, you gotta go. It's time. Thanks, you were good.
You know what?
Bye.
Yeah.
As a mechanic, ne, you can have a shit car.
Yeah.
As a chef, you can eat like basic food.
Yeah. Like
But as
lard.
a fitness instructor, dog, you cannot be fat.
You guys would never
You
What?
cannot be
be
fat.
fitness instructors.
Me.
No,
I could be a fitness.
No, just because you bicycle doesn't mean that you can be a fitness
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
fine.
she's
and do
spinning class.
yoga.
Nigga, give me 6 months, dog.
Put some hands on, your arms are bigger. What's going on? What's
He's a
happening?
dad now. He's
Oh, dad
channeling
bod.
his
Trying to
dad
get
bod.
into- yeah, I'm trying to move into the dad bod. Mind you, go see. Is
Is it popularly known that you're a mother?
Yeah, well, I think so.
How
It's
many
not like I
kids?
hide it. No, just one.
How old? Tell them how old.
14.
Yes.
Yes.
Bean
Bean a
at the
mom.
game.
Bean.
Yeah. Being at the game, bro. So 21, I had her. So
21.
yeah.
You had a 21. Jesus fucking Christ.
How's that?
I think it helped me to slow the fuck down, which is
You
good.
slowed down.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
think
like,
you're going.
No, I was just like, when you're just young,
We're going to burn out at like
young
25.
vibes.
Like,
Not, I don't know what I'm saying to you. Is it made me like, okay, wait, whoa, shit, I can't be doing this shit no more. Goddamn, because I have something to take care of, and it was just me. So
So were you working at the time?
I was working, yeah.
Where were you working?
I was working at Rand Merchant Bank in Joburg.
Oh, you were in Joburg when this happened.
so you caught it in.
You caught the bug in Joburg. What were you doing at Rand Management? Were you a teller?
I was a receptionist, and then I worked my way up to be a data capturer, and then I worked my way up to be a copywriter.
Yeah, fine shape. And then that's when the media bug kind of bit you. And then
No, it was a matter of, okay, fine, center yourself. Because you have access of everything. And you're not keeping the main thing.
because you can't discipline yourself.
Because
mean,
it takes
too
it takes
much,
a
yeah,
while,
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Nobody.
No, I'm completely judging you here.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, I'm joking.
I don't mind. I don't care about you. You ain't Jesus. Judge your way, bitch. I have no problems with that,
Sure.
But it was just like, no, there's just too much happening. There's just too much of everything.
Too much input.
And my kid was in Durban. I was like, no,
Oh,
guys. I had to.
Imagine, so when you were in Joburg Valley, we were there for work, we were studying there, and then you went to
I
work,
studied
we went-
here, and then I went there.
Where'd you study? You studied go.
GT.
Wafunda ndi mina ngithi wisdom.
Ah,
He always says this. He always says this.
true, man.
But it's like
Yeah, right. Not just a pretty face journalism. So not just a pretty face.
oh wow. So actually
That's how I got to be a copywriter
And
because
that's
that's
how
my
you-
thing.
That's how you got to be on radio. You actually are a fucking
That's what I'm
journalist.
saying.
Okay.
Heck.
You know, I honestly thought
That's a Beyonce,
Eh,
not Beyonce.
I just thought
Bonang,
that you studied
vibes.
You studied the Bonang, you studied the vibes. You can't
Can't
Because
Oh,
I
that's
studied
so-
a bonang. What does that
real talk,
mean?
real talk,
No,
real talk,
like
real talk, real talk.
like most presenters.
crazy.
Well, not most presenters, but let's say if you're up and coming and you're presenting and you've seen the success that Bonang has had, you sort of model yourself around that, you know.
Yeah, but
It's like on radio when you know that certain
Y'all full of shit.
certain songs sound the same, It's the same thing. It's like
Yeah.
certain presenters sound like Bonang.
And well, initially, I think I used to hear that, and I was like, it's because we have a deeper voice.
No, but that's literally just because you have a deeper
Yeah.
voice. Where
That's what I'm saying. Jay.
other people speak like this.
It's a-
Hi, now welcome to. It's like how you don't,
But my thing with stuff like that is like, people will emulate before they find their
find
own
their
path.
voice. Yeah.
That's just how it is. That's
But
just
no,
how
no,
it
no.
is.
A whole bunch of people never stop emulating or imitating.
Well, of course, that's what
Imitating.
separates the
Well,
ordinary from the
market is
extraordinary.
supposed to sift through those people.
But that's what's, when you find your lane, then a lot of people don't find the lane because they're trying to be in everybody else's lane. And they care who says what. It's okay. Everybody's going to have an opinion about you. Everybody going to be saying some shit about you, good, bad. Don't let that shit
How do
get
you handle that? There's a fair share of people talking shit about you.
Well, I don't even, funny enough, I
How?
don't see people
What do
talking
they
shit
say
about
about
me.
Zisto?
I mean, Zisto's the type of person who's out there irritating people.
Which I don't know. So I don't.
And it's not like I
Because you talk shit about me, that's why.
no, it's not like I took shit from a personal experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
People are gonna say stuff that they don't know about you. I'm
Okay.
saying that you attract hate because you're in the public.
Okay, so what
do you
shit
deal
do
with
you talk about Zisto that you
Yeah,
know?
first of all, let's get in that.
Kukile, get out the game, dog.
And they keep saying this to me.
But when
Yeah, you
wanna-
keep saying this to me. I'm
You
like,
go
no, but
down.
like,
You gotta
I'm like,
make-
listen, see, it would be different if like you were like, okay, get in the game. And then now get. Also forget clean and it's not even the end. Nah,
exactly.
babes,
Now we are
nah,
just affected.
babe.
In Achilles heel, you got a tear in the knee, you got a strapped arm. Cuz.
Nah,
Cuz. you're hopping.
All I'm saying, Zisto, is that like you need. I think you need love, and that's just me.
I do have a lot of love, babe.
No. I think you need a man to bag you up and treat
No, I
you
don't
like
need.
the
Oh my
princess
guys,
you
let
deserve.
me tell you something.
Yeah.
Just watch and stop having an opinion. No. Opinion is cool. It's nice to talk about your opinion and your opinion. It's cool. I appreciate the fact that you talk about it.
Can we talk as friends now? Now when you say opinions, you're not listening to us.
No, listen to this.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been wanting me to come here?
For like 6 months.
And why?
Because you're my friend.
No, I'm saying, why did you want me to come here?
Because you're my friend.
No. The real reason.
Oh, God.
Because content. Why?
Because you're a brand.
No, not because I'm a brand.
What? Because you're... How? Zisto, how? Vibe. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you want us to talk about why?
Look. If you weren't on radio, and we just did this social media stuff, and we just did the deep access stuff and whatever, and we were doing this podcast now, you'd still definitely be somebody we'd call up and say, "Come through to the."
Because you got the vibes, the vibes and the brand and the personality.
What? Get off the field vibes.
Yeah, with the straps,
Like, how's he still doing it in them straps? He's still there. It's Jesus, baby. It's God, honey.
Oh my God.
Stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? He'll take you beyond your wildest dreams.
I feel like it's gym.
It's everything. It really is a mindset for me.
Cook.
I mean, dude, now you're older than you were, Izol. You're going to be older than...
I'm 31, Zisto.
No,
you made me as a young baby.
No, I didn't meet you as a young baby.
But
I was like 23 when you made me.
But you also think like the shape of the market has changed in terms of like...
I don't think the shape of the market has changed. I think we just have new words for the same things. I think the game's always been the same. I think now we know that younger girls are actually more eager than we thought they were.
But I guess...
I think we know now there's bullying in schools. There's definitely bullying in schools. These are things that have always happened.
Okay,
there's always been...
I want to go back to the age thing, because it's very interesting to me how... It's always a conversation of discussion. You always see it on Twitter, or you always see it. I've never actually had it with someone. No, listen.
Yeah.
So why do men, in particular, feel that they can put an expiry date on a female? One, don't tell me about society and whatnot. Why when as an undot and why when as an daughter personally, unless you guys have the same reason. Number one. And number two,
expiry date in January.
No, but
we say,
must get off the field.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, I know. I got it on top. So, one, when we say it to you, it's really just because you're like the oldest person, the person in that generation we can make these jokes about that we actually hang out with.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
Fine. You're like, Jesus fucking Christ, how long have you... Because we go partying with you.
I know.
And like, there's people that we just met and are like super business people. And we're trying to meet this person. And they say, oh, Stunk. Hey. And I'm like, fuck. How long has Zisto been around? Because it's just like...
That's an interesting question, actually.
Yeah. And it's not even on some like... It's just like...
Yeah.
And Footy, you're really good at partying. So it's not like... You're elite party person. Like, you're not like some riffraff. You get there, you know how to have a good time. So it's like... The jokes stem from just that, one. And then two, to just irritate you because
no, but the thing is, I'm not irritated. I'm actually very intrigued because you know why?
No, we do it to irritate you. If you're not irritated, then we're failing. I'm failing.
Because imagine, guys, if I was your age, how much value would you add in each other's lives? Zero. No, guys, you probably want to fuck me or something.
No.
Not that you don't.
We're like the 10% of the male population that doesn't fuck everything.
Okay, I know. Well, okay,
yeah.
Still low. Anyway, okay, it's cool. We're not talking about that, but I'm just saying is a younger woman just...
Okay, but you... What you do is a compliments
to
your actual work.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not like you are having like an office job and then...
I quit my office job.
Like 100%, but I'm saying if you're in the office job and then you're still trying to compete with... Your reasoning for going out is different to a person who...
That just had the job for a year.
As an outlet.
Okay.
Yeah, but when going out is your outlet in terms of like, it's just...
That's your life.
But it's also like an escape away from...
Real problem.
Like your real life. So going out for you is different where it's like, yes, okay, there's the actual nice going out part, but...
Guess events.
khona lokhu kusebenza, khona lokhu in, but there's other things in your life that propel you to be out as opposed to in, but whatnot. Umunye mhlambe uyojol, yabo in, and if uyojol yabo at 40, 50.
We all have views. We all have views with different views.
It's this age thing, like that I'm trying to find. Because
the age thing is an age-old thing,
but the thing is, this was an age-old thing. It doesn't mean it's okay.
Like
it's not okay.
Also depend where.
That's what I'm saying.
Completely not okay. I don't go around asking women that.
But age thing would depend where. Like we're not going to Spur. You're not going to Spur. And you're saying, dog, why are 50-year-old people at Spur? They should be at Spur, dog.
No, because that analogy is not correct. Because because at Spur there's food and there's kids. They could be there with their grandkids.
There's alcohol and a club.
Kids don't just go to Spur alone.
That's not the right analogy.
You don't have 6-year-olds just going to Spur alone. Those niggas got parents and grandparents.
Exactly. That's why the grandparents are there. That's why you don't. That's why I'm like, oh, I go to why is a 50-year-old at Spur?
100%. Imagine a 50-year-old at a skr. If it's
I smell dead, dude.
I know dead as a mission.
Oh.
The mission.
Look. I see.
What's there for you at Nasty C?
I see 70-year-olds at festivals, and I'm like, how the fuck did they have lives and kids and are still partying at 70? So it's like, it's weird. It's not that it's weird. It's just that they're the minority of the people here. Huh?
Y'all been indoctrinated, and it's okay.
No, I was indoctrinated, and it's fine.
Yeah,
I know I was
it's okay.
indoctrinated.
And that's what a lot of people fail to realize when having these sort of discussions about anything. No, about societal norms. Who set them? You adopted them, and then you make them true for you because of whatever.
Yes.
So they are yours, and that's okay. But other people don't have the same as yours, and that's okay too. So
100%.
It doesn't make sense. Sure, 70-year-old now I'm at the club, but I'm chill with granny, grandpa.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be something that I would want for my
for your what?
For my granny, because now I've been indoctrinated.
So like,
yeah.
But if I no,
why don't you agree with
but
the
if I still
All right.
everybody was talking about her, but she was living. Guys, y'all tiring with this thing, bro.
What do you mean?
And people and myself too. Myself too, you know, and it's tiring for me to know.
So you're a hypocrite.
I'm just
Are
conflicted.
you accepting that you're
Why
human?
are you conflicted?
I'm conflicted because ngiyazi ukuthi si-indoctrinated mfethu ngiyazi ukuthi khona izinto vele that we've accepted. But when other people do them, they're not harming anyone. They ain't doing nothing wrong to nobody, and we're like.
But no one's saying don't do it.
Yeah.
But no one's saying like,
but
don't
about
be there.
judgy pay.
You are sanya. You're like, we don't have eyes. We are sanya.
Yeah. You see that.
I don't like judging people.
No. The problem is you can't be accept when somebody comes and. Because I get what you're saying. You're coming from somebody telling you, hey, the way you're living your life is wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody can actually walk up to you and say that. Anybody that does is a fucking idiot.
How does that make you feel when somebody says that?
Well, except for y'all, nobody says that to me.
No, we never said that to you. It's bonelo, how? We
can't
love your
compare
life.
yourself to other.
Yeah, but and also I can't compare others to you guys because you guys are crazy. So, y'all.
But how do you feel though? Like when somebody says that?
And says what? I'm living. No.
Yeah, like don't. Like come on, cuz like you can't.
Dude, I just don't. I'm like, okay, why not? Unless it's somebody that like a friend of mine, and I'm doing something to embarrass them in particular.
Yeah. But if you're not,
if I'm not,
if you're not, so you enjoying that thing supersedes whatever vision whatever image they have of you.
But if I don't know them, I don't care what image they have of me per se. You know what I mean? Because
sure. No, I'm just saying, just even your friend. Like within this example, you're not embarrassing them, like you're not doing.
But if they are like, dude, you're embarrassing me, you know, then obviously like into it, like getting drunk or something like that, but not.
Were you also now judging yourself?
Rocking up with nipples, nipple. See, that's out of order because I'm like, I thought it was a party. I wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying, am I saying my man is here? Don't waste. You know what I'm saying? Then you. But if I'm going to a place and it's like, okay, I wouldn't have nipple piercing, whatever. But
it's born
exactly something that is like, woo. If my friend is like, friend, we're going to a dinner, don't do that, don't wear like that. Then I'm like, okay, sure, friend. But if you're going to the club, you know what I'm saying? It's
so if you're going
you have your own club rules and they're not the same as anybody else.
Exactly, and the thing is, I just don't care what people think because people don't even think highly of themselves, B. And me, I must care what they think about me. 100%. And I'm doing my thing, homie.
So then why do you care what they think?
I don't.
No, so why does it matter then?
It doesn't matter. And that's what I'm saying. It's going back to the big judgmental thing where
No,
people
I'm
are going to
saying
say things and say, how a 70-year-old.
No,
Yeah, but you're gonna
people can
judge. You
but
have to
people can-
judge.
Like when you see something like
Yeah, we were talking
if
about
you
somebody
saw
said that
Rukoko-
if somebody comes up to Gogo and says, I ain't Gogo,
Yeah.
I feel bad for Gogo, you know what I'm saying? Because she's
No,
doing her
because
thing.
now you're gonna be like, oh, Coco, why you?
Yeah, but I wouldn't go to her.
I know, but you'd also be like, oh, Coco, why you?
Oh, maybe I was just like, hey, Gogo,
Nah, man, you'd be like, how Gogo
dude,
is.
like, I'm just, it's Gogo. I will Gogo.
What I'm saying though is that like,
getting groovy with
but how
Gogo.
people feel about whatever you do is like I can't help how people feel about whatever I do.
Yeah.
Can't help it, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm
So
saying.
whatever I do has to, like, but I don't want them not to have a say or to like. It's just like. It's how I take that. It's like I don't care what they have a say. It's like what
Okay.
they have a say. It doesn't matter what they have a say.
They're gonna have a
Let's
say.
yeah, but right.
It's really I always tell people it's like fuck, why, how has somebody made you feel like this from the outside? Are they remote control?
Yeah.
How shoots when we receive, we'll receive
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But and in the sorry, excuse me, cut you off. Just to add, we also say it because fuck, we know your perspective of life. We know that at the end of the day, you're not gonna go home and cry about it. You know, because
when we say
when I make 35-year-old jokes about you, I say it because I know you're not gonna go home and cry about it.
Of course, why would I do that?
No, like we move in the world and we have to be super conscious of who we're dealing with on a case-to-case basis. If there's 5 people in a room, you really have to be understanding. I can speak in a room and know that that person's not following because now they're starting to grab their phone.
But also, you wouldn't say something untoward in a room full of people you don't know. You're only saying this to me, I'm hoping, because you know.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
And like I don't walk around asking girls their ages and telling them that they're too old to do
people are
things.
sensitive about this shit. Yeah, because
that's what I'm exactly trying to say. So it's also a bit of an intimacy of relationship thing where you can. For me, if you walk into a room and you don't know me, you're gonna know I'm a dick.
Yeah, I was about to say who to you, cause like.
So if you're offended after having 3 days worth of interactions with me, that's on you.
Yeah.
Because my actions are not really dickish. It's just my words.
So you're saying the person must just kind of just.
Yes, that's the way
Give
I
you the
see life.
leeway.
I have a right to say this, and if you want to fight me with it, come, let's fight.
Okay.
And I'll fight with words as opposed to anything else. Yeah,
Also, it's also like how much space can someone take in a room, right? Because there's the physical space. Unless I'm physically like preventing you from doing something, saying something, whatnot.
Yeah.
I understand that. But if you have an idea of something, and somehow like it restricts me from expressing my idea of something.
Yeah.
Within that room, you have more space within that room.
Okay, because somebody's not saying anything
Yeah,
anymore.
because I'm not saying anything.
So now people, so your opinion is bigger now.
Yeah, so it's like, so for me, it's like.
You're always taking up the space in the room.
Yeah, so for me, it's like, I should be able to say whatever I want to say in the room.
I feel you.
And then, because I'm not infringing on you in any way, right? I'm not holding you, I'm not whatnot. I'm not saying don't breathe, don't be here, don't what. My opinion and how I see things, I'm not even treating you in like a shitty way. I'm not looking down. I'm not swearing at you. I'm not. I just have an opinion of something, right? My opinion, your opinion as my opinion can't take more space in the room.
But the thing is, opinions are fine when it's about like a thing, but when you're talking about men, or if I'm talking about, you know what I mean, something.
Opinions
like,
overall.
That's
overall.
Opinion because essentially, when you get to that, because I'm saying a man should be this, and I'm saying a man should be that.
Exactly.
So
that's why Kachana is what I'm saying.
Exactly, is because I think my opinion.
Exactly.
I know more people in the world that hold my opinion than hold your opinion, is what you're saying.
Or I could be saying I don't really value your opinion, and people value my opinion more. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but also it's like if you're talking about me, why should my opinion
exactly?
If it's coming from somewhere else.
But the thing is, that's what I'm saying. Whenever anything is personal, Pela, or if it's a general thing about a general topic, you know, then people's opinions are cool. But then you see it on these socials, you know, when people go back and forth over opinion, into that they hold on to. It's like, but babe, it's just
speaking about opinion.
And also, opinion should also. I mean, I always have an open mind about opinions because I want to hear you and then like, oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't want that. I mean, anxiety. No, it's like as in and
exactly.
I really needed to hear that.
You
That's
should
what an
listen
opinion
to everybody and
exactly.
think what's for you. If
That's
there's
what
nothing, there's
should.
nothing. But you should listen to everybody. everybody you
But
hate
in
on,
an
like,
offensive way. About the concept
no,
of
fuck
offense.
that. No, that's
Okay,
you see,
approach. But you know how it is. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
No.
But that's tricky because that's
Offense is
subjective.
inside. Offense is on the receiver side.
Oksala, it's there.
But
And
that's
if you're trying to put a point across to somebody and you
It's
know
subjective.
that
Offense
the
is
way you put
subjective.
stuff across offends people, then less people are going to be interacting and listening and wanting to engage because it's going to be like,
Zisto.
loads of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
If I walk into a room and say Happy Mother's Day and somebody starts crying because their mother died last week,
That's different.
it's not different.
That's
It's the same
completely
thing.
different.
It's the same thing.
No one would take offense to that. They would just
Yeah.
No, you don't know that.
you
If I
say-
walk
but if
into
you
a room,
say-
that I'm offended that you think everybody has a mother. That's what most people are doing in most situations, taking it to that. What's happened versus what they're
Okay.
saying and the offense that they're taking is that much. I walked into a room and say Happy Mother's Day. Somebody starts crying and say it's offensive that you think that we all have mothers. That's what I
What
cry
happens
about
if-
in various situations.
Yeah, okay.
Not that
I
one
never- I
specifically.
never- okay, I
Yeah,
need to
boy.
practice. I'm more practical.
So let's have a situation where you have an opinion, yeah, bro. And then I rebuttal and I say, "Hey, dog, you stupid." Wada.
Yeah.
And then you take offense at stupid. Like you saying that.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Abantu, instead of just saying that's like it's a bit ill-informed, or there's no ways to say things for people to keep on engaging.
What about the stupid like makes you take offense?
No, it's words like "oh, you're a fool," or because I can say you're no.
But what about that
But
word?
what about it makes you
Somebody saying
take
it to
offense?
you?
Yeah.
What
I'm
happens?
trying to think. I'm trying to think if somebody said that. No one's ever said I was.
You're a fool. So then what?
Obviously, if you've done something foolish, you'll be like, "No, I'm not a fool. I made a mistake."
No, that's
I
you're
don't
just
know.
sharing an opinion. Like
I'm
you're
trying
just
to
sharing an
think.
opinion. And I said, we still.
The thing is, if somebody is stupid and you call them stupid,
No,
they're gonna get offended.
I think it would depend on whatever the person says next.
In
for
terms
you.
of
I think
bitch,
if the
like you
person,
stupid bitch.
but no, like they even said, okay, like you stupid bitch, right? Whatever. But if whatever they said was actually had weight, you wouldn't
no one's
fight.
ever
You
called
wouldn't
me
be stuck
stupid.
on the stupid bitch.
Is that what I'm saying? I'm like,
You wouldn't be stuck on the stupid
but the
bitch.
thing is, nobody
So
would
then-
call me a stupid. No one's ever called me a stupid bitch in an argument or in a.
Stupid bitch.
Oh well, you just broke that. But because I don't know, I just not that I'm not stupid or I'm not a bitch, but I just don't relate to people in that way. Which must khulumo, ngazuthi stupid
ngathi
bitch.
stupid bitch.
You understand? Because that just you don't. Angazi if
But when you,
Angazi.
but when we debate, like we crass in terms of how we.
Yeah, you
debate.
crass, but even you've never called me a stupid bitch, you know?
Yeah,
Stupid
but
bitch,
Oh,
but we wouldn't
stupid.
say I'm sure we'd say stupid.
there's a
that's
difference
me,
between
brah.
being like you see, the thing is with being harsh with your words and being blunt with them, whereas you don't take the other person's. Do you want to
Yeah.
refill?
I hear what you please.
Where you don't take the other person's feelings into heart because this is the truth.
Yeah,
I don't care how
I
you
hear
feel
you.
about the truth, you know, because that's the essential mean a lot of people have. Is like people never say this about me in public.
The other part is that like, but the
There's
other
a
part
way,
is like,
bruh.
okay, wait.
No, there's no way.
But
There is, bruh.
You can't run around.
Where do
If
you-
somebody's a junkie and somebody's like, oh my gosh, I just want to stay in the house while you guys leave and go to the
but
shop
no,
when you all
actually,
want to go to the shop. I'm going to say, no, you fucking junkie. We don't trust you. Let's go.
Okay, and you would.
And then,
yeah.
why are we dancing around that thing? Where
Okay,
everybody's going,
that
no,
I
no,
understand
why?"
because you are a
No,
junkie.
that-
and you,
But you know what it is though? It's where do you
don't know,
find
man.
the point of meaning within an interaction?
okay.
Do you find the point of meaning within an interaction at a where somebody is taking account of your feelings, for instance, for you to hear them, or do you find the point of meaning at what the actual interaction is, like the actual
like the message,
exchange?
because it's
because then it must mean that you see yourself at the level of the approach.
what does that mean? Break that down.
Like you see yourself at the level of how the meaning is packaged to you, like is presented to you, as opposed to the value of what the message actually.
Okay,
is.
so you're saying that if I take offense by how somebody says something, I am not listening the right way. Thank you so much.
I'm saying that like
I'm just
you're listening. Yes, like
Yeah.
I'm saying like you're listening. Your level of listening or your quality of listening depends on how this person is presenting this information to you.
and you know, I think that has a lot to do with school, you know, because when you are talking to people, You understand? There's a way, and now I've been living that my whole life. When I was in corporate and now I'm on radio, there's a certain way to get things out of people. There's a certain way to engage. And I read books about how to, like, Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. He talks about just like,
You read books?
Yeah, dude. You see this motherfucker. You know, there's just if you want to get the best out of, I want to get the best out of people. I think that's the core thing. I don't want you to have an interaction with me and think, geez, she was cruel, she was mean, she was crash. Because I know that somewhere at the back of their minds, everybody wants to be important.
But do you think that they see you then?
Who?
No.
No.
Like those people, like, wait, but do you think if you have to change how you say something? No, wait. Like, if I'm saying, like,
I'm choosing.
Sure, but if somebody is saying, I'm only going to take you in at this level here that you portray yourself as, right? And so I'm saying how you package yourself to me.
Of course, because like professionalism also at the end of the day, and you can't, but you can't. The thing is, if I were to sit like this with everybody, geez, how many people would get to me? Because now everybody would be my friend, everybody would be able to say whatever the fuck, and it's like, no, babes.
There has to be some sort
No,
of
babes, I don't have that. I don't have that energy or
easy.
a
time.
business relationship is a very distant relationship. We're here to exchange services.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be
sort.
deep.
Eh?
I'm just saying, like, it doesn't have to be, like, it doesn't have to have, like, a format in terms of, like, communication. Like in production, there's no format of communication. The format is we doing this to get the job done. So there's no other filter in terms of what's being portrayed. And when you meet people, you meet them as people. Yeah, but it doesn't detract from the work. It doesn't add to the work or whatever the case is. Yeah, but it actually adds to the work. Yeah, but because it is about the work, right? And then you actually see how the person applies themselves to the work. As opposed to all the other stuff that they add.
You see now the problem with a lot of workplaces in South Africa is that actually nobody's working. Nobody knows what their job title is. Nobody. So then sonke siyaqoqana and we're here and we all secretly don't know what anybody does because we all don't know the actual.
Because everyone's training in everything else.
Yes, and that you see somebody can come at me and be mad at work because abawazi umsebenzi wabo.
Yes, obviously.
Because that's the only thing you have when you don't know. Because otherwise, you're gonna take me to the policy book and say no.
Oh my!
No, for real.
Whip it out.
No, for
Rubber,
real.
no doubt.
No, for like if you're disagreeing with me, every company has a way in which disagreements are sorted out.
Yeah, true.
So if you're getting mad and you telling me, Guti, you're a mean person, you're what?
Do you talk like that to people at work, bruh?
Yeah.
I've been sent to HR.
Like, Usila, bruh.
No, but it's
I once sent an email saying,
no way,
I said,
dude. And
you're
you
not
like
doing
that?
your job properly. Why? So, and then, because they were not doing their job properly. And here's a lot of things about people's jobs. You can Google most of them. You can Google what exactly their point in place in the company is to do. And then go read up in the company policy and it will tell you what it is really that they do. Maybe ask your supervisor. They'll tell you exactly what they do. Because
and then when you see that that's not being done.
Yeah, but so now when we're in the business of making jelly babies and the jelly babies look like cows, somebody's job is not being done right.
But I still think I think it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
No, but like
you
that
can't get
detracts,
offended.
but that detracts from the actual thing that you're trying to say, because if the value structure starts at how you say something, right? Already you're expensing some sort of energy and some sort of thing in terms of focusing on how you're trying to say something, right?
But it's not how you're trying to say something.
Or how you're saying something,
Yeah.
right? Sharp in.
Zisto, if I make you R1 million in a day and I call you a bitch for 12 hours,
Yeah.
would you not take R1 million in another 3 months from me? Exactly.
Because you know it's about the work. You wouldn't be offended by any.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, that's like a word. Okay, cool. I feel
Exactly.
I
It's
feel
about
that.
the
So
work.
now,
But I still wouldn't be
when you
putting you in
forget to
regulation.
you signed a contract with HR, you're gonna be upset at the way I
I
say
just
things.
don't. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I've experienced that a lot at work, where people
You're
are
in
just
the
like
entertainment industry.
people just they just say
Bakwele,
and it's
yeah.
like dude, I'm just like okay,
But I'm saying
whatever.
if it
And
has sense, but if it has, ngiyakubona ukukhwela if it's umuntu is just emotional. Fuck that shit, yabo. Fuck that shit, yabo. That's
Yeah.
bullshit, yabo. I mean, I'm saying we're talking about something constructive here.
okay.
Ukukhwela kwami is not based on my emotions.
Yeah, no, I can take it if you say you're sister, you're doing this now.
Yeah.
Because you said to me the one time, you're like, it's an in-mode. I'm saying, I was like, dude, you don't know how much I'm working on that, you know? But he's saying that because, like, yo, bitch, it's time. You know what I'm saying?
And
I get it.
5,000
I
rand on
know,
Ubers a month.
6. You know, so it wasn't
That was a crazy close estimate.
Yeah. So I was like, geez, you know, I could either take offense to get up or be like, you know,
But like really
this
think
nigga's
it
like, yo,
6K,
bitch,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So I understand what you're saying. It's because it is about the bottom line, but you cannot take away with Kwanabantu, especially when you want people to do.
I'm not saying
You know what, Zisto? You see, you chose to shut up and not tell me about your girl and keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Other people, they're gonna choose to be upset that I've told them. If you said the same thing to me, I'm like, I'm gonna tell you, fuck you. I've got a bicycle. I don't pay for petrol. I cycle to work 10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
I've got an answer for you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get upset at you projecting what I should age. I'm 30 and I should have a car, which I get it as well, you know. And then I go
I don't have time for that.
I go, it's fine. You think you would buy a car? I'm not gonna buy a car.
It's like these are your principles, not mine. You don't know what the fuck. You don't know me, and I love that about life because it always answers. You know, just give it time. Yeah. Just give it time. Eventually, everything will be real. If you're just fucking around and you're just getting shut on in Dubai, it'll be revealed. If you're actually grinding, it'll be revealed. If you're actually a good person, it'll be revealed.
Yeah.
If you're just like
you
faking
missed that train, eh?
What?
Like that Dubai train.
If
If it caught you when you were younger, then
can I just sigh? I'm like, God didn't give me a big bump for a reason, bruh. Today was a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Somewhere there, anywhere there. Yeah. And I know for a fact I would have gone to Dubai, bro.
Did you see those videos?
You know when you
see those videos?
You know what the mentality of amantobazane athanda izinto. They think they can't make the money themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like this is the only way.
Dude.
No, but they're gonna get everything through looks though. That's why.
That's what I'm saying to you. It's like and that's the mentality.
Posing a question,
being pretty is hectic.
Can you really do it? Okay, can
pretty
privilege.
Well, I should be on.
Yes, I mean, if are you really just doing it only for the cash? Like this is something that you would never ever do.
They're doing it for the lifestyle.
But I'm saying, like sexually. So this is something that it doesn't even interest you at all.
What the person? No.
No, I'm just saying like the act.
My nigga, dude, girls can do the most, you know.
Just for cash.
You know, and maybe some of them are legitimate cash. They have to pay for school fee or whatever. You know.
So it's not like you're doing something. At least you like maybe.
I don't think more than 2%. And this is just my.
Do you think they like being shot on in the mouth? You think they like that?
No, but when you know you're gonna get, like, remember, I'm gonna call you bitch for 12 hours. And
wait, are you?
Bitch, call you bitch. No,
hey, some girls
that may like that.
Wait, no.
Are you
some
saying
girls are that poor, dog. Some girls are that poor, dog.
And that pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are you saying that like they don't like that?
No,
He's like, no, I'm just saying
my nigga. I've never done it. I would never do it. But I'm just saying,
You say that
so there are certain things that you've said you've never done.
I don't get it, guys.
Elon Musk.
Guys.
Are you saying on no level whatsoever? So all of them on no level whatsoever. There's no girl who's like there. Like it's I'm falling into it.
I got this.
Just because maybe
5 minutes later, I'm a millionaire. Maybe.
I think there's a girl who's like, so what? They're going to shit on me? I don't have to work for 2 years.
Really?
I'm pretty sure there's one person who's thinking
and the thing is, I've ridden the slippery slope of
almost
those girls
getting there.
Because I was friends with them, but I was very skinny.
What were they doing back then?
Oh, it's long if
I know, Shem. I would go to these parties and I'd be the last one to get picked, and and I just have to take a cab. And those also, I'm just like, I don't like. I'm like none of these niggas is cute.
Do you see them go from?
I'm just
like, girl, I'm about to go now. I've got.
Back Mema.
I'm
at the walls. I'm going. Whatever.
But do they tell you the stories like how it really goes down?
No.
But you can see this. Wazamgani is kind of nervous.
But you know that's why it's very important. You must just always have your money as a girl. I don't care. Yeah, to pay your bill.
Is that one of your rules your whole life?
No, that's been my rule my whole life because I've always been working. I think I started working when I was 17. You know, so I was just like,
I double call.
I got the you know, while I was studying, I'm working. While I'm studying, I'm working. Because I just like taking care of myself, you know. It's not nice to ask from people. And then
No, my products, how much do you spend on face products?
My products, I'm kanjani.
Like, creamy.
Bona just my products, I'm
Because you're a girl. One, I had my girlfriend and her sister here, and my whole basin was full with products. You're gained. I couldn't even take my fucking toothbrush. Kona, I'm a water extract, Lana. Kona, I'm a creams. That's a creams. That's a mini.
By the time, 42, I got Zisto.
Why does this age offend you guys?
No, it does not. For me, can I tell you something?
Do you have creams though?
Eh?
Do you have like shitloads of creams?
Everything.
Yeah.
Do you have white? Do you have
I
white?
even go for a massage.
Do you have white hair?
Tell the truth.
Do you dye?
Do you
Where?
dye your hair?
Your hair.
No, I don't.
What idiots. You are fucking idiots.
I don't have white hair.
You don't dye your hair. You do dye hair. Why are you looking up in this guy?
Because my hair is purple right now, so I do dye my hair. But I don't dye it because it's grey.
Because it's
There's
gray.
nothing wrong with having grey hair.
No, but I
Okay,
don't.
okay. So
Who's
when you
got a
have
grey
gray
hair?
hair, will you can you keep it? When you have gray hair,
It depends.
She's gonna look like Storm.
Dwana.
It depends.
On
It's
what?
depends.
On
I
the helipad.
don't know. Huh? I might just have short hair when like those buzz cut ladies. I like that anyway.
The best cat. In Bungul.
No, the buzz cut
You
like
never
this
had
time.
Bungul.
Because I've got a scar on my head.
What
I
happened?
was in a car accident.
Oh my gosh, were you driving?
I wasn't. That's why I was so scared to drive for so long.
Did you think outside? Did it roll?
Broke my arm. It was really hectic. With
So,
the
so when you're in Joburg in the winter, your arm gets sore.
How old are you?
Whatever.
Open
No,
up.
only when I come from the. Only when I do the.
Open up.
Only when I do the. Chankwale.
Amnesia.
Guys, like I've lived. Hey, I have lived.
I just want to ask you something from social media. Did you see
on social media.
Yeah.
it's
Did you
not-
see?
I was Zisto Christian.
Oh my gosh. Do you see the thing about the middle income people?
15K and 40K. 5
5
days gone.
Eh?
Gusimali 5 days gone.
Yeah, 65% of it is spent on debt. How do you feel about that? What's your opinion?
What?
Okay, wait. Let me show you. So it was a thing, the tweet I showed you earlier, where it was somebody was like, my favorite content is South Africans not knowing that 180,000 per annum is middle income in South Africa.
Jeez.
Yeah, boy. Middle class in South Africa, with youth unemployment at 66.5%, and minimum wage is at 42,000 per annum.
What is that?
Per annum, per year.
What's that?
Per year.
Inlay.
That's average salary. Well, the minimum wage is people earn 42,000 rand a year.
Really? That's minimum wage?
That's minimum wage. That's
Damn.
42,000 rand a year.
Okay, how much y'all earning?
Oh.
We broke. We have
broke.
nothing.
We like
We're
unemployed.
9-to-5ers.
Really?
Yeah, Stu's unemployed.
Like, what you mean?
You know, black tax.
Black tags.
You know.
Oh, please.
we
Black
earn-
tax ganjan. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No. Black tax ganjan.
How?
I really believe
Black
that.
tax guy no slow.
Yeah, got again black tax. That's like responsibilities. There's a difference.
But we're
Extended black
we're just nowhere in like top. Maybe we're top 10% because you know we're normal.
Yeah.
So,
sounds
what do
horrible.
I
Not
think about
normal.
what?
Normals are horrible. So,
So what do I think about what?
what
So what do I think about what?
do you think about that? Like people like finding out. Like, did you know that that's middle income is 180,000? How much is 180,000?
Per month.
I want to see per month.
It's like
I'll tell
under
you.
20, wouldn't it be? Because
100
20 would be
I'll tell you.
240.
12, 15.
Yeah.
15K
Yeah,
a month
nice.
is like that. That like that's actually
Yo,
no,
that's
yo.
low.
Yo, that's 100. That's at 180. Okay, that's 15K. That's like so maybe like entry level cop. You know, good
15K,
administrative
I
job.
I would
well,
never buy a car if I okay, no ways, dude.
And then 42,500 is 3.5 a month.
Yeah, that's like majority.
And you know, there's a stat that
it makes sense though.
there's a stat that said I think about 80% of South Africans make less than 8,000 rand a month.
That makes sense. Have you seen our demographics guys in Hamba KZN Yonke? You understand things KZN, and you can see the poverty, and then you look at the news.
No, somebody
And then you can just see what's and get on top of that about the So
Somebody
anyway,
said we drive to all of these fancy holiday places, and what do we see on our way there?
Cape Town that has its India.
I'll keep some figure in the airport.
India, udlula slums, most place. It's terrible. It's
How would you
terrible.
fix it?
In there.
No.
The real fix.
Lucky.
No, the real
Just fix yourself.
The real fix,
And
the
your
real fix
family.
at a large level, big data wise, is wealth distribution. And whether you do that through jobs, whether you do that through funds, whether you do that through grants, it's wealth distribution.
But then they're doing grants and
no.
what type of grants are you talking about?
I'm talking about in England. Your grants can pretty much get you mhlambe indawo embilo.
A grant, like a financial grant
Like
that
a
they
financial
give you.
grant from the government.
But why is that so? Because
And
obviously
like
it's a first world
maybe,
country.
but you can get a decent place, especially as like Kobuga as umlungu. So Lana, this is a black government, and the normal average everyday black South African doesn't have dignity.
And that's what they're stripping.
And,
Exactly.
and dignity is just being able to provide for your family.
Ile nto nje badilana, but you don't have dignity.
So when 66% of the kids aren't working, that's two kids. That's two in it. What's 3 and 2? What's fuck it? Do the maths. You're the accountant. Yeah, 2 and 3. 2 and 3 homes in J. Abantu abasebenzi ingane zakhona.
Ngiyachazela nje, but they don't have dignity. And it's funny you said that word because that is everything. And ungakwazi bese nokuthi uzithengele.
But
Besides
who,
ukudla
but
nje,
who does it lie on?
It lies. It's a bit. Look, we're society, so there's
Yeah.
individuals in society. There's a
Kodwa
government.
nje-
There's individuals in government. So between the two of these structures, something needs to give. And
But
when
also,
government
guys-
is failing, then we have to look at ourselves as individuals.
Exactly,
in
but also,
society.
guys, that's why it's important lento push lento kuba an entrepreneur or to employ other people and create things because we can all create. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it's just
but then people are
no.
gonna tell you that we're not all entrepreneurs. Some of us want to
Yeah,
get given money
but
at the end
and
of
that's
the
what I
month.
mean. Now, ngibuza ukuthi what's the solution? For me, that would be the solution. However, leyo solution ngeke isebenze because of abantu bathi, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. So if
And we're not saying go out and make a McDonald's. We're saying, okay, you have a job.
other
Find
first world,
something else to sell after work.
I'm first world countries. I mean, you can have 2-3 jobs.
People in America have 2-3
because
jobs.
there's
dog.
businesses for days. Walmart, So if you look at that, that is how to fix it. To have big businesses. Jani, we don't get funded. ABC, we don't even know what the fuck we're doing when you open business. They crash within 2-3 years. Kuningi, and and I don't know who's going to teach these people that. I don't know.
No, again.
And enthuse
there's
that.
governments and there's individuals in government.
Government.
So until the individuals in government say, hey, I'm here to help my people in society that I go home to, my family.
Yeah.
And their friends and family. Until the individuals in governments understand that they're that. And then on the other side, us as people in society, then say, these people aren't doing the job. What can we do for ourselves?
Yeah.
Because it's not just Silo, it's not just Zisto that's
course.
bad. It's a bunch of people in Durban. So we're not coming together to fix it. So we can't do it by ourselves.
You know what the sad thing is? You have a bunch of black doctors wanting to open a hospital or doing something conglomeratively. Red tape. Then you have to sign with the board of this and get a license there.
No, but that thing is easy. No, but that thing is easy.
What?
So in us saying me and you, Zisto, we're gonna fix all the problems that we think should be solved in Durban. We're going to start. We're
Okay.
going to fail at a bunch of it. But what we can do is learn every time we get blocked, put it back into our system so that when we die, because we're going to die, somebody else can come in and carry on what we did. So at least the least we can do is build a system to start it.
And
Because
what system
apartheid
is
wasn't
that?
killed over a day. It was just energy and energy and energy till
also
the
there's a
other people were like,
plan.
fuck it. I think we need to get
But
out
there was also
and
a
do.
solid plan to create a system that did not cater for anybody but abantu from this place of the world and this place of the world because there was a caucus. You understand? So it wasn't even energy. It was just coming together, a good plan and stripping people of their dignity. Stripping them. It's just that's what it is. And
I think stripping people of a dignity
then
is
you
a
should
symptom of the way of what they wanted.
I think that was the intention.
Not necessarily.
I think that was the
it's
intention.
It's a symptom.
How do you
because
take? How do I come into your house, take your things, and
It's
then
not a
live
house.
here?
It's a country. It's land.
Sengasho phela. Sengasho. Your house, your home. Yeah. Githi, okay, when uzohlala le kamera leli. Abanye bazohlala, other people get houses, abanye bathola ama main bedroom, but in all the houses, you don't have the rules. In fact, you now go you what's this thing? You turning on abanye abantu abamnyama bafana now ngoba uyi double bed when. And then because it's like no mean family with double bed it was just very, very insidious.
The problem is
it was very insidious.
I think the biggest problem is that ilogish is one of the best things invented by all colonizers. Put them in a box, a house.
Put a tavern here.
In a squashed house.
Take the man.
They're gonna get irritated at pop up.
Yeah, pop.
Pass those informal passes with graffiti on it. But okay, so anyway, it gets so bad at like 3 o'clock when the mamas and everybody are going home that you get stuffed in like a fucking sardine. Like you get pushed into place, yeah, boy. And essentially, you're gonna be irritated versus umuntu who has a backyard outside. Yeah, boy. And Durban is better. Hambe Kailich, Hambe Alex. Yeah, boy. Then you really see what we're really talking about because that's a lived reality for a lot of South Africans. It's like, yo, like
I was actually
next door, I can hear the neighbors have sex.
Listen, this is I don't know how this is gonna go down, but I was having a conversation with Wootsie. When are we gonna? And I'm maybe speaking from a point of angas, but I'm just gonna say it.
Conversation. We have to be allowed conversation.
When are we gonna have the conversation with Wootsie? Why do poor people keep giving birth, guys?
It's an education thing.
But
directly linked to education.
For me, it's like, why is the government letting them? I'm not saying you must force people to take birth control. I'm not saying that, but like.
I guess for me, the whole conversation looks to the government. So
I mean, I can afford to have another child, but I'm like, okay, it has to, like, I was an education thing.
It's an educated countries have less babies.
I see the problem.
Like where most people are educated, there's a decline of the amount of babies.
We have the sardining situation, and it's like, okay, menu 3, ni right. Say no, it's just.
But I don't work.
I'm multiplying my own problem.
I don't work when I have 100 rand.
I'm so stressed
I
about that.
Forget about my problems
I'm so
that I
stressed
don't
about
work.
That for us.
And I'm gonna have a beer. And when I have a beer, I'm a human. And I want to have sex.
About that. I'm so stressed about that because these kids are dying because they aren't eating, bruh. How can a kid in South Africa die of malnutrition? Yo,
because the parents are broke.
It's just I hate it.
And here's the thing. This happens in every country, Zisto.
But I mean,
in South Africa, it's large and you can look at it in the face almost every day.
Every day.
But do you really think it's government's problem?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
any of these things government's problem.
I just don't know. We are the problem.
No, but the problem, the biggest flaw about it being government's problem is that we put governments into power.
But that's what I'm saying is that like for me it's like I look at it as like every solution or something has a government involved in If you look at the apartheid government, did change come from them or did it come from the people?
No, I like when you really look at it. I think it's a bit of everything. Really, it's it's people getting bombed, bro, while they're at parliaments at work. It's people. It's international countries still living. Hey, our population is like we gotta shut you guys down.
I mean, my baby, so it's but and all
that. Yeah.
Because it's like wow.
Yeah.
But that's
when you think you're free and you're like, ooh, I can be a radio presenter.
They didn't pay us. They paid us 4 times or how many times less than the people who are doing similar jobs or whatever, and just sticking a bunch of people in.
But they're still doing it.
No, wait. I'm getting it. There was a common understanding that men, and no matter what class they are in, are going to want to provide for their family. And if you take that away, we have problems. Obviously, they had a larger problem of we can't do whatever the fuck we want. But just to make it last longer, they made that. So, unfortunately, now there's people in government that don't care
But
about abantu
then,
abamnyama,
okay,
abantu abamnyama.
So it's like, okay, the family's important, but then they take the man, mama gold. You understand? For me, it's like, how do you say the family important, then you take the most important part of the family? When you never left your wife.
Yeah, but then
You know what I'm saying?
That's just the
society's
work
made
at
from
the time.
individuals.
But that's
Society's made
that's
from
just-
individuals, and some individuals make bad
That's
decisions.
just the work at the time. Sometimes there's only mining jobs or what jobs. There's no mines everywhere.
Yeah.
There's any
Call centers. Call centers are the new mines.
But who's
Yeah.
responsible? Yeah.
Dude, that's some deep shit.
Call centers are the new mines.
They are, bro. Go down there all day. How
Own
oppressive.
family there.
How oppressive. Yeah, you gotta work husband,
I
work
was
wife.
with Tulungelo Mans, and he's a musician,
like you
and he
said,
worked
DJ
at the
guys.
call center, and I was just like, "Come on, bro!" Like, you know, I was like, "How was it?" And he absolutely hated it.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
dog, it was a culture shock. I was seeing people there not making money, having babies there, and it's like, you know, it's
Frustrates me that.
and
But
we're- it's
it
just
frustrates me.
He was just like saying, "It's so shocking to see."
It's so frustrating though, and it's a culture thing, brah.
no, it's
That they've
not-
created.
I was reading a book called
Young
Outliers.
stress. I learned young stress because I've seen it with people I know, people I've grown up with, people, and it's just like, why would you do that to your life, babe?
I was reading a book called Outliers, and I really thought it was a black thing. But if you really look at it, if you really look at it,
Okay.
really,
Tell me
really
more.
look at it, it's an economic thing. Because go look at all the people who have had enough money to buy everything they want, and then so say, no, this is not everything. My life's not materialistic. I care about my kids and my family. Anybody who has gone through that process lives a certain way. They look after their kids. Like you know that life is not about fucking champagne and bottles. And you make sure that your kid gets at least the needs of a kid.
Yeah.
Well, and
She ain't getting
life's
more
like-
than that because
E-
child.
Exactly.
She gonna get
So-
spoiled.
But Nakona, you've gotten to a point where you know that a fancy car ain't gonna do nothing for you. A
Yeah.
fancy what ain't gonna do material things. There's a fucking kid that's hungry at the end of the month.
Dude,
And,
and I'm out here just like, yeah.
yeah. So some people just don't get to that point.
Yeah, of
and
course.
That's
And that's
if
them.
you don't get to that point, then you never get to a point where you look at your life and make the needed adjustments to adjust your life.
Well, they will. They'll go to Dubai. They're like, I like things,
Some
and I'm
people
running out of
have
money.
near death
So let me go to Dubai.
No, it's under it to buy.
Yeah, but you see,
What's up, is not Leon?
I can say 50% of those girls went to Dubai, got shut on, and came back and changed their life. Or when you 50% was like, that was easy money.
$50.
I'm 50. I'm guys in Nigeria. When it goes to the
I mean,
I mean, there's a large percentage of them. Like, they'll only go back if they have to.
Ngoba ngi-understand ngihlala nama-girls ngibabuza ukuthi because ngempela mhlampe they just, you know,
I don't know. I
vibes.
think we've also been
Angeke,
sold
oh.
the idea of what a vacation should be. Like, when you really look at a vacation, it's a place away from your home, and that has everything you want to do in terms
love
of food and
vacations.
everything. So
So this is a
wherever-
vacation.
Huh? That's a vacation.
This
So you
one.
can do
Oh,
it
it's
at
away
a
from
home.
home.
you're doing the same thing.
And there's food.
If you're in France, you'd be doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Yes, you'd be eating,
I'll be having
and then maybe
baguette, but a baguette. There's no
Oh, okay, you'd
baguette,
be
yeah.
eating a different
Baguette.
thing.
And the
I
brown
once
onion
had a
soup.
croissant at France at 6 o'clock in the morning. I
Yeah,
was
but now-
partying. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's
but
the
now-
best thing I ever had.
So it's not the same.
I mean, yeah, it's not the same.
Thank you.
Boston makes a very good croissant. The Boston
Yeah.
coffee, they make an amazing.
I'll wait
croissant.
for France.
This nigga thing.
Haven't you been? When you've been out the country
No,
recently?
but I
I
haven't been
will
to
worship it to
France.
buy it. Just
Oh my gosh. Let's close it up. RadioDR.co.za, deeplyrooted.world.
At Zistolive.
Is he still going to Dubai?
Sister, people know who you are. We're gonna tag you anyway.
Eh?
People know who you are. You're famous. Sister from Kakasi.
I'm
FM.
not famous, dude. I'm just a public figure.
You did deep access, bro.
I'm babes before.
Hey, you deep access.
I miss that shit.
No, but you don't want
When
to
you were
party.
still young.
That's right. You know, Zisto was always late. Zisto was always late. to
Bye-bye,
every party.
guys.
Fire. Spongile, Zisto, that you finally came. Spong, next time, so charity cost me.
No, next time come to my jet. Let's just anyway, guys.
You wanna charter out the jet.
Uzobamba umuntu abala.
Oh my gosh, it's on that bombshell. Bye.